Hello friends, welcome to Single Player. Are you looking for some adrenaline-pumping action on your PlayStation 5? Do you want to experience the thrill of speed, the challenge of competition, and the joy of driving? If so, you might be interested in checking out some of the best racing games on PS5 that are available right now. Whether you prefer realistic simulations, arcade fun, or something in between, there is a racing game for you on Sony's latest console. In this video, we will introduce you to some of the best PS5 racing games that you should play, based on their graphics, gameplay, content, and features. Let's get started. Ride 4 is a realistic and immersive motorcycle racing game that offers a variety of licensed bikes, tracks, and modes to satisfy any bike lover. The game features stunning graphics, dynamic weather, and day-night cycle that enhance the sense of realism and challenge. The game also supports the DualSense controller, which provides haptic feedback and adaptive triggers that simulate the vibrations and resistance of the bike. Ride 4 is a game that aims to deliver the ultimate two-wheel racing experience for PS5 players. However, Ride 4 is not a game for everyone. The game is very demanding and requires a lot of skill and patience to master. The AI opponents are very aggressive and unforgiving, and the career mode can be frustrating and repetitive. The game also lacks some features that were present in the previous installment, such as bike customization and upgrade options. Ride 4 is a game that caters to the hardcore sim racing fans, but may alienate the casual players who are looking for a more accessible and fun motorcycle racing game. LEGO 2K Drive is a fun and colorful racing game that lets you explore a vast open world made of LEGO bricks. You can customize your own vehicles, compete against quirky rivals, and collect various LEGO sets and minifigures. The game also features online multiplayer modes, where you can race with your friends or other players across different biomes and tracks. LEGO 2K Drive is a great game for fans of LEGO and racing games alike, as it offers a lot of content and replay value. The game also showcases the power of the PS5, with stunning graphics, smooth performance, and fast loading times. The game supports the DualSense wireless controller's vibration function, which adds more immersion and feedback to the gameplay. The game also has cross-gen compatibility, meaning you can play with PS4 users as well. LEGO 2K Drive is one of the best racing games on PS5, and a must-have for anyone who loves LEGO. You can buy the game on the PlayStation Store, or try it out with a 2-hour full game trial if you have PlayStation Plus. Rims Racing is a motorcycle simulation game that tries to offer a realistic and immersive experience of racing and engineering. The game features some of the world's most powerful motorbikes and allows you to customize and optimize their performance by swapping out parts and analyzing data in real time. The game also supports the DualSense controller, which enhances the feedback and triggers during racing. However, Rims Racing also suffers from some major flaws that undermine its potential. The game forces you to constantly monitor and maintain your bike's condition, which involves tedious quick-time events and expensive repairs. The game also has many technical issues on PS5, such as pop-in, low detail graphics, and crashes. The game's presentation is bland and uninspired, with generic menus and music. The game's difficulty is also unbalanced, with some races being too easy and others being too hard. Rims Racing is a game that only hardcore motorcycle enthusiasts might enjoy, but most casual racing fans will find it frustrating and boring. Grid Legends is a racing game that offers a captivating story mode, a diverse car selection, and a customizable race creative. The game features a live-action narrative that follows the drama and rivalry of the Grid World Series, with a cast led by Sudi Gadwa from Sex Education. The game also boasts a huge roster of over 100 cars, ranging from classic tours to big rigs, and over 130 routes across 22 locations. Players can upgrade and personalize their vehicles, as well as create their own custom events with different weather and event type combinations. The game delivers a thrilling and unpredictable driving experience, with realistic physics, dynamic collisions, and smart AI opponents. The game supports online multiplayer for up to 22 cross-platform players, as well as offline single-player modes. The game also takes advantage of the PS5 features, such as the DualSense wireless controller's vibration function and trigger effect. Grid Legends is a must-play for racing fans who want to immerse themselves in a cinematic and diverse motorsport adventure. WRC Generations is a rally racing game that offers a realistic and challenging simulation of the 2022 World Rally Championship. The game features the new hybrid cars that debuted in the real-life season, as well as classic and modern vehicles from the history of the sport. The game also includes an anniversary mode that lets you relive some of the most memorable moments from the past 50 years of WRC. The game has impressive graphics and sound that immerse you in the action. The car models are detailed and accurate, and the environments are varied and dynamic. The game also supports 4K resolution and 60 FPS on PS5, making it a smooth and stunning experience. The gameplay is demanding and rewarding, requiring you to master the different terrains, weather conditions, and car settings. The game also has a robust career mode, online multiplayer, and weekly challenges to keep you engaged. MotoGP 23 is the latest installment of the official video game of the 2023 FIM MotoGP World Championship, developed and published by Milestone. The game features all the riders, bikes, and circuits of the MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, and MotoE seasons, including the new Tissot Sprint mode. The game also supports the PS5 DualSense wireless controller's vibration function and trigger effect, enhancing the realism and immersion of the gameplay. The game offers a redesigned career mode that allows players to shape their own journey and influence their bike development based on their performance and choices. The game also introduces dynamic weather and flag-to-flag races, adding unpredictability and strategy to the racing experience. The game also provides neural aids for braking, acceleration, and handling, making it accessible for players of all skill levels. The game also features a range of customization tools for helmets, stickers, and racing numbers. The game also supports cross-play and ranked races for online multiplayer, as well as split-screen mode for local co-op. MotoGP 23 is a challenging and advanced MotoGP experience that will appeal to fans of the sport and racing games alike. Monster Truck Championship is a realistic and challenging simulation game that lets you experience the thrill of driving colossal and spectacular vehicles in various arenas. The game features 16 different monster trucks, each with their own characteristics and customization options. You can compete in 3 leagues, each with different modes such as drag races, freestyle competitions, and time trials. You can also play online with up to 8 players and show off your skills and style. The game has impressive graphics and sound effects that make you feel like you are in the driver's seat of a powerful machine. The physics and handling of the trucks are realistic and require skill and strategy to master. You have to manage the independent front and rear wheels, anticipate the mass transfer in bends, and predict the bounces after jumps. The game also offers a variety of settings and environments, from Las Vegas to Orlando, with different weather conditions and obstacles. Monster Truck Championship is a fun and immersive game for fans of monster trucks and racing games. Riders Republic is a massive multiplayer playground that lets you explore a huge open world with various extreme sports activities such as bike, ski, snowboard, wingsuit and rocket wingsuit. You can compete with other players in thrilling races and stunt contests, or just roam free and enjoy the beautiful scenery. The game offers a lot of customization options for your rider and your gear, as well as a career mode that lets you progress through different disciplines and challenges. Riders Republic is a game that celebrates fun and freedom, and it will appeal to fans of arcade racing games like The Crew or Forza Horizon. However, Riders Republic is not without its flaws. The game can be buggy and unstable at times, causing crashes or glitches that can ruin your experience. The tutorial is too long and tedious, and the story is barely existent and full of annoying characters. The game also suffers from some performance issues on the PS5, especially when there are many players on the screen. The graphics are not very impressive, and the sound design is mediocre. Riders Republic is a game that has a lot of potential, but it also needs a lot of polish. Dirt 5 is a thrilling off-road racing game that lets you explore stunning locations around the world, from New York to Norway, in a variety of vehicles, from rally cars to rock bouncers. The game features a star-studded career mode, a 4-player split-screen option, a playgrounds mode where you can create and share your own tracks, and more. The game also takes advantage of the PS5's capabilities, such as faster loading times, enhanced graphics, and a 120 FPS option. The game also uses the PS5's DualSense controller features, such as haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, to make you feel every bump and slide on the road. Dirt 5 is a fun and accessible arcade racer that offers a lot of variety and excitement for PS5 players. The game has a vibrant and colorful art style that contrasts with the gritty and realistic nature of off-road racing. The game also has a dynamic weather system that affects the tracks and the driving experience. The game's soundtrack is energetic and diverse, featuring genres like rock, hip-hop, and electronic music. The game's career mode is narrated by famous voice actors like Nolan North and Troy Baker, who add humor and personality to the game. Dirt 5 is a game that will appeal to both casual and hardcore racing fans, as it has different difficulty settings and driving options to suit different preferences. Need for Speed Unbound is a racing game that offers a unique visual style and a fun gameplay. It combines realistic car models with comic-like effects and animations, creating a contrast that makes the game stand out from other racers. The game features a story mode where you have to compete in the Grand, a street racing challenge that takes place in the city of Lakeshore. You can customize your cars with artistic embellishments, such as smoke and illustrations, that add flair to your driving. The game also has an online mode where you can race against other players, but it is not very well developed and lacks features. The game has a versatile handling system that lets you switch between different driving modes, such as drift, grip, and boost. The driving feels responsive and satisfying, and the game runs smoothly on the PS5. The game also has a great soundtrack that matches the street culture vibe of the game. However, the game has some drawbacks, such as a grating story mode that is full of cliches and annoying characters, a bland and generic city that does not offer much exploration, and a repetitive gameplay structure that does not offer much variety. Need for Speed Unbound is a good arcade racer, but it is not the best in the series or the genre. Wreckfest is a racing game that offers a unique and thrilling experience of full-contact racing and demolition derby. The game features realistic physics simulation, stunning graphics, and a variety of cars and tracks to choose from. Whether you want to race on high-speed circuits, crash on crazy courses with intersections and oncoming traffic, or smash your opponents in derby arenas, Wreckfest has something for everyone. You can also customize your cars with different upgrades, armor, and paint jobs to suit your style and strategy. Wreckfest is one of the best racing games for PS5 in 2023, as it takes advantage of the console's power and features. The game runs at 60 frames per second and supports up to 24 players online. The game also supports the PS5's adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, which make you feel every bump, scrape, and collision. The game also has a career mode, challenge modes, and a game help feature that can assist you with tips and hints. Wreckfest is a must-have for fans of racing games who want to have some fun and chaos on the road. Hot Wheels Unleashed is a fun and fast-paced arcade racing game that lets you drive the iconic toy cars on crazy tracks. The game features over 60 vehicles to collect and customize, each with their own stats and personality. The graphics are stunning, especially the car models, which look like real miniatures with realistic details and flaws. The tracks are also varied and creative, ranging from a college campus to a skyscraper under construction. You can even create your own tracks with the powerful editor and share them online. Overall, Hot Wheels Unleashed is a solid arcade racer that will appeal to fans of the toy brand and casual gamers alike. It offers a lot of content and replay value, as well as a nostalgic trip down memory lane. It could use some improvements in polish, but it still delivers a thrilling and satisfying racing experience. Assetto Corsa Competizione is a racing simulation game that lets you experience the thrill and challenge of the GT3 Championship, with official drivers, teams, cars and circuits. The game boasts a high level of realism, from the physics and handling of the cars, to the weather and lighting effects, to the sounds and vibrations of the engine. If you are looking for a hardcore racing sim that will test your skills and endurance, Assetto Corsa Competizione is the game for you. The PS5 version of Assetto Corsa Competizione is a significant improvement over the previous console versions, with a smooth 60 frames per second performance and a dynamic 4K resolution. The game also takes advantage of the DualSense controller, providing haptic feedback and adaptive triggers that enhance the immersion and responsiveness. The game also includes all the DLCs that add more cars, tracks and features to the base game. Assetto Corsa Competizione on PS5 is the definitive way to play this racing sim on console. F1 23 is the latest installment of the official video game of the FIA Formula One World Championship, developed by EA Sports. The game features updated tracks, cars, and a new chapter of the Breaking Point story mode, where you can experience the high-speed drama and heated rivalries of F1. You can also race at new Las Vegas and Qatar circuits, earn rewards and upgrades in F1 World, and create your own team in My Team Career mode. The game also supports cross-platform multiplayer, split screen, and remote play. The game delivers a realistic and immersive racing experience, with stunning graphics, smooth gameplay, and authentic sound effects. The new red flags add a strategic element to the races, and the 35% race distance feature offers more action and excitement. The game also has a variety of options to customize your difficulty, assists, and camera settings. The game is available on PS4 and PS5, with dual entitlement for both versions. F1 23 is a must-have for any F1 fan or racing enthusiast. Gran Turismo 7 is the latest installment in the legendary racing simulator series that celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. The game offers a stunning visual experience that showcases the power of the PS5, with realistic graphics, ray tracing, 4K resolution, and 60 FPS. The game also features a rich and diverse car collection, with over 420 vehicles from various brands and eras, as well as a variety of tracks and courses, including classic ones from previous games. Gran Turismo 7 also brings back the fan-favorite GT simulation mode, where players can buy, tune, and race their cars in a rewarding solo campaign. Additionally, the game supports online multiplayer, VR mode, livery editor, photo mode, and more. Gran Turismo 7 is a must-have for racing enthusiasts who want to experience the ultimate driving simulation on the PS5. The game delivers a satisfying and immersive gameplay that caters to both casual and competitive racers. Whether you want to collect and customize your dream cars, challenge yourself in various modes and events, or compete with other players around the world, Gran Turismo 7 has something for everyone. The game is a tribute to the history and evolution of the Gran Turismo series, as well as a glimpse into its future. Gran Turismo 7 is not just a game, it's a passion. Okay friends, so that was our version of the top 15 best racing games on PS5. If you have any questions, suggestions, criticisms, or in your opinion there are other best PS5 racing games that should be on that list, don't hesitate to write them down in the comments below. Of course, we will provide more games information in the future, so subscribe and keep watching Single Player to get other interesting games information from us. Thanks for watching and see you next time.